Huge internal fight within the CAG. Former DG CAG RP Singh has now taken on the Comptroller and Auditor General, rubbishing the loss figure of 1.76 lakh crore rupees on the auction of the 2G spectrum.
So there are questions being raised that any audit which is being conducted, are different guidelines or the procedure being followed for carrying out the audit?
You mean to say? See, Poonam, the point is, if it is a performance audit, there is a set of guidelines which are known as principles of performance auditing guidelines हैं उसके बाद for performance audits. So these all performance audit are supposed to conform to those guidelines, procedure, method, the structure, the study matter, the collection of evidence, and then reporting. So these are supposed to be kept in mind while auditing or while carrying out any performance audit study.
So sir, was there any specific guidelines which were sent by you for conducting 2G scam audit?
I did send guidelines to Deputy CAG for her approval. Yes.
So what happened to that guidelines? Was it not approved?
I didn't receive the approval.
Why was it not approved? What went wrong on that?
I can't answer that why was it not approved, but I was asked even before approval of those guidelines that I should proceed with my audit. That's all. And I carried out those instructions.
So could you just elaborate what guidelines did you ask for in that particular phase?
See, the guideline is a broader framework under which you are going to conduct your audit. It will specify your scope of audit, what will you do, it will carry out the period which you are going to cover, it will set out the objectives, it will set out the methodology, and you are going to organize many more things. It's very, very detailed processes involved in that. I don't have those guidelines with me now. You can ask CAG office, he will give you guidelines. These are very strict and very well laid out guidelines and issued by CAG office during the time of Mr. Kaul.
So the guidelines which you sent, was your guidelines which was formulated, or is it a fixed guidelines?
No. I made the guidelines based on the directions contained or the procedure prescribed in the principles of auditing guidelines for performance audit. I prepared those guidelines to carry out the study of 2G spectrum allocation and sent it for the approval to Deputy CAG report center. Okay. That's a different matter that I did not receive the guidelines approval from the Deputy CAG, but she said you carry on the audit. Don't wait for the approval of the guidelines.
Sir, was there any kind of pressure or pre-decided stuff that a huge amount of loss figure needs to be come out?
See, I can't say if there was any pressure. I can't say that.
Was it predetermined in any ways, because your loss figure is around 2,000 crores?
No,
and
it's
that
not like that. You see, what has happened, I had submitted, after completing the audit of Ministry of Telecom, which was under my direct charge, I prepared a draft audit report covering each and every aspect I have looked into while conducting my study. I made out that report and sent it for that approval of the Deputy CAG. What actually they have done, they have added the audit of the Ministry of Finance in that. And for the audit of Ministry of Finance, I am not in the picture. In fact, I have been, you can say, my role was zero in that. Means it was directly supervised by the Deputy CAG of the Report Central Division in CAG office. See, my party was directly reporting to her. She was guiding what is to be done, what is not to be done. So I am not in the picture of that. My report did not contain any loss figures on any account.
So you want to say that your audit report did not contain
broadly what losses you are talking being reported in the, as have been reported in the report. My draft report, which I sent for her approval, I had eliminated these figures. They were put up for my consideration. I had taken them out And while taking it out, I had specifically in my forwarding letter to Deputy CAG indicated very clearly the reasons for which I am deleting these loss figures on the basis of the Estelle offer, on the basis of the fresh equity infusion, or on the basis of the 3G auction.
What was your final loss figure?
How you can? Nobody can work
you
out the
use-
final basis losses.
What was your final report saying? Did you mention any loss figure in that?
No, see, I mentioned two types of figures which indicate the less recovery rather. That I carried out the indexation of 1658 by adding the rate inflationary tendencies, and I said this is the amount which we have realized less than what we should have realized. Another figure which I had indicated not as exactly as a loss, but that amount is recoverable. That is when giving licenses to the mobile telephone companies, there are certain terms and conditions. There is a contract agreement between the. So they were supposed to get a particular X amount of spectrum for 1658, for rupees 1658 crore. Okay. So what has actually happened during my conduction or during the conduct of my audit, I found some people are having more spectrum than what is provided under the contractual agreement. So that excess spectrum which they were having, I calculated the charges leviable or recoverable from these guys, and that amount ran around 37,000 crores.
So, sir, my question specific is that how did CAG come to this figure of 1.7 lakh crore? Was it merely on the finance audit report?
No. You see what he did in May-June 2010, 3G auction was taking place, and there was some price discovered through that. He applied that rate discovered for 3G, which was put on auction, to 2G. And reached on a figure of 1.76 crore. So you can say that 3G auction price was taken as a norm, or it was presumed to be a norm or a benchmark, applied to 2G, and he reached on the calculation of 1.76 lakh crore.
Had your guidelines been followed, would that had happened?
You see, I followed my guidelines so far audit of Telecom Ministry is concerned. Okay, whether those guidelines were ever followed when they conducted the audit of the Finance Ministry or any other agency, if they have carried out the audit, I can't comment on that. Because
Do you know whose guidelines was it followed?
No, I don't know that. I followed my guidelines as per the guidelines worked out on the basis of the auditing guidelines, principles of auditing guidelines prescribed in the CAG's book. So what guidelines they followed, or what principles or what method they followed while carrying out the audit of the Finance Ministry, I am not in loop. I don't know.
Practically there is a different set of guidelines which is followed for every audit.
I will not say that. You see, I do not know whether they followed any guideline, whether they followed my guidelines, whether they followed their own set of guidelines. It is very difficult for me to assume or presume. No? I don't want to presume.
You do not know how they came to this figure?
No. Subsequently I know how do they. I told you that they reached the figure of 1.76 lakh crore by applying the market discovered price at the time of 3G auction.
Okay.
That is how they have reached on the figure of 1.76 lakh crore. Okay. I know that. It's not that I don't know.
So that was the only ground?
That's the only ground. You see that you apply 3G market discovered price and apply it to 2G. And if you calculate that, it works out to 1.76.
But this was not your guidelines which you said...
it's not guideline. It's not, because you see, first thing, I did not carry out the Ministry of Finance audit. Okay? They carried out directly. Only the person remained the same. The party consists of 3 people, 2 Ws, 1 AO. So they were directly reporting to Deputy CAG under what supervision she was carrying out, how was she instructing, and how was she supervising, and what directions or instructions they received from Deputy CAG. I won't know that. She never shared it with me.